Zapraszam teraz w pierwszą naszą firmę ETERNA, do tego, żeby zaprezentowali powiedzenie o firmie, o ciekawych osiągnięciach. Firma wzbudza duże emocje na klubie. Mamy również tu przedstawicielstwo w Polsce, także myślę, że bardzo ciekawie nam opowiedzą o tym. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello everybody, I'm Ilenia Ciullo, Regional Sales Manager for ETERNA in Switzerland. This is Martin Burkhalter, COO of ETERNA Movement. I would like to start with the movie of ETERNA. As you maybe know, we exist already 160 years, founded in 1856, and we are still alive.
For 160 years, ETERNA has remained true to the pioneering spirit of its founders, to inspire and shape the world of watchmaking at every turn. The story begins in 1856, when the small Swiss village of Grenchen is revived by the visionary partnership between a doctor and a teacher, Joseph Girard and Urs Schild. Little did they know that their movement factory was the start of one of the most remarkable adventures in the history of watchmaking. In 1907, ETERNA invents the very first wristwatch for exclusive use by the military. This clever concept quickly becomes an indispensable part of Army life. In 1914, ETERNA is the first watchmaker to successfully miniaturize an alarm function into its watches. This incredibly practical feature quickly appeals to any professional. Turning to the world of women's watches in the early 30s, ETERNA's Lady's Baguette is the smallest rectangular movement in existence, an alluring yet subtle statement of class. But the true revolution in the world of watchmaking comes with the ETERNA-matic and the ingenuity of its ball-bearing system, which perfected automatic winding and set a standard for the industry that exists to this day. This marvel of design is forever commemorated in ETERNA's signature logo. To celebrate its 100th anniversary, ETERNA collaborates with the world-famous violinist Yehudi Menuhin and unveils the ETERNA-matic Centenaire as the perfect symbol of their common dedication to the very art of precision. When legendary movie stars Gina Lollobrigida and Brigitte Bardot embrace the ETERNA-matic Golden Heart with its miniaturized rotor carved out of solid gold, it becomes the most desired watch of the era. On the other side of the world, a real-life adventure is about to capture the imagination of a whole generation, as Thor Heyerdahl decides to cross the Pacific on a raft to demonstrate how Polynesia became inhabited. A 4,000-mile journey thought impossible at the time and forever remembered as the Kon-Tiki expedition. Heyerdahl puts his trust in the most reliable watch of his time, an ETERNA. Paired with his sextant, the watch remains in perfect working order during the entire crossing, despite the constant assault from sun, sea, and salt. Through endless storms, unwavering against the forces of nature, this voyage consecrates ETERNA's enduring and resilient commitment to craftsmanship. When the quartz revolution turns the entire industry upside down, ETERNA is one of the first to dare to embrace the change. In 1980, with a record-breaking low 98mm, the Linea Museum is the thinnest quartz wristwatch ever made. Celebrating the contribution of its most famous models to the history of watchmaking, ETERNA launches a line of heritage timepieces to bring their legendary design to a new generation. Praised today as one of the most reliable movement manufacturers in the industry, ETERNA continues to develop solutions to century-old watchmaking challenges. Today, ETERNA unveils its most impressive symbol of pioneering excellence, the caliber 39. Enabling no less than 88 different permutations using the same base caliber, it stands out as the perfect modular solution for an age of constant evolution. To celebrate its 160th anniversary, ETERNA is ready to take the design of personal timekeeping to a new level. Staying true to its legacy, it is more than ever committed to guiding the craft of watchmaking toward exciting new horizons. ETERNA, the pioneers.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Martin Burkholder. As Eleni already told you, I'm the COO of ETERNA Movement and also responsible for all the technical details for ETERNA and all the developments. And I'm very proud to represent ETERNA here in Warsaw, and I hope you will enjoy our presentation. During the last 12 years, ETERNA has developed several movements for its own brand, but also for other brands. The first question is why ETERNA started again to develop movements. The first reason is in 2020, ETA, the big movement supplier, will stop supplying movements to watch brands. And of course, if you have your own proper movement, you are highly recognized on the market for your quality and for your knowledge. So you always have a good marketing argument for your presentations. The first movement we developed was the caliber 3030. This movement is due to ETERNA's history based on the legendary caliber 5004. The ETERNA engineers took the basic movement, did some improvements on the basic movement, and added also a big date on this movement. Also in the same period, we developed a manual winding caliber, the caliber 3501, with still a common barrel system. In the same time, we invented the famous spherodrive system, ETERNA spherodrive system, for the ball with a ball bearing, and we choose to add this spherodrive system to the caliber 3501 to test it. That's the reason why we have almost the same caliber, but once with spherodrive and once without spherodrive. Here you can see the two watch models. The one with the hole is the one with the spherodrive system. Of course, if you have started to develop movements, everybody is asking you to do more and more and more. So the next step was to develop a movement with 8 days power reserve, a power reserve indication, and a big date, the caliber 3510. Of course, we added also the spherodrive system to this caliber. Developing movements is very, very expensive. So in 2008, a thought came up in our minds to use one basic movement for all chance models. Sorry. To use one basic movement for all chance models. So we started the project 38. This caliber has 100% developed, already with a chronograph option. But when we came to the prototype level, we recalculated all the costs. And the movement was already 700 Swiss francs. And this was for us too high, and we stopped the project completely. We only did a pre-series for ETERNA, and we used the movement in the first Adventic GMT. So if you find this watch on the market, it's very rare. But with all the knowledge we had from the 38 project, we started the caliber 39. On this project, we took a look on pricing, easy assembling, and availability on the market. That means we use the same balance wheel as you have in the 2824 to get the component free on the market. This caliber today is used in several models from ETERNA, but I won't go too deep now. I will explain you more about the caliber 39 later. First of all, I would like to talk about the spherodrive system, because I already told you we have invented the spherodrive system. But what is the spherodrive system? On this picture you see a common train gear, a common barrel, as we use it since 200 years. We invented this double bearing to reduce the friction in the barrel and to get more power reserve. Why? You always have some side forces here in the barrel. If you rewind the movement, the arbor turns and bounces in the movement, in the barrel, sorry. And this bouncing wears out the barrel bearings, and after a while the movement or the barrel arbor gets a bit stick. And as said, we gain some power reserve. Why? Because in the last 5 hours of your power reserve, the arbor sticks a bit. And with the spherodrive system, we may use the whole energy until the mainspring is completely outwinded. How we did this? This is a double barrel bearing. The inner ring is for stabilization of the arbor. With this ball bearing, we separate the arbor completely from the whole system. So he always turns straight, and he can't bounce. The second ring here is screwed together with the main plate to fix the whole system. And the outer ring is screwed together with the barrel. So that means the two, the barrel and the arbor are completely separated. This is the standard system. I talked about side forces, this way, in the process when you rewind the movement. And this is the spherodrive system. You have the double ball bearing here, the arbor that is completely straight in the movement and stabilized by the lower and the upper ball bearing. The inner ring fixed with the main plate, and the outer ring is screwed together with the barrel. In this way, when I rewind my movement, the arbor turns, there's no bouncing, and if the movement is in use, the barrel rewinds without any friction. On this page you can see the different components from the spherodrive system. We have the double ball bearing, the barrel, the screws, arbor, mainspring and the cover. We start with the spherodrive ball bearing. We screw the bearing with the barrel together. Then we assemble the mainspring and the arbor, cover, and you get the whole spherodrive system. On this picture you can see the system in the movement. There is the double bearing, here two, because we use two. the barrels are here, and this is the upper ball bearing. Project 39. The first question, do we use spherodrive or not? Answer, both. The spherodrive system has been invented for ETERNA. So today, it's only ETERNA that uses the spherodrive system, exclusive. But we do also sell movements to other clients. And for these clients, we use the normal system because of the cost. The spherodrive ball bearing is quite expensive, and not every customer would like to add this ball bearing in his movements. But maybe you have already recognized the spherodrive system in the 39 is different, because before we had another stabilization here, and for the 39 project we invented the new spherodrive with only one stabilization here, a longer tube for the arbor, to gain high in the movement. On this picture you can see the two different versions, the first spherodrive version and the second spherodrive version with the new ball bearing and the longer stabilization tube. Caliber 39. I won't go too deep because we have more than 88 different functions, and if I start to tell you every technical detail, it will be tomorrow until I end. So only a few basic features. The basic movement of the Caliber 39 has 4 Hz frequency, a power reserve of 68 hours with the spherodrive system, and without the spherodrive system 65, and a diameter of 30 millimeters. If you like to have more technical informations about the different options, you will find it on our web page, www.eterna-movement.com. We have a login for everybody. You can ask the login and you will get all the technical informations. The main idea of the Caliber 39 is to have the basic movement you have seen before, and to get a movement from very simple to high complicated. That means with the same basic movement, I will be able to produce a 2 hands manual winding movement and also a flyback chronograph. We already have reached more than 88 different possibilities, but of course we are not finished yet. It's always possible to add some new features if the market has a demand for it. This is just the first family tree of the Caliber 39. You see the basic movement and all the different options. It's not the newest family tree. We already have developed also moon phase and the chronograph, and these models are not on the family tree now. The realized modules today are manual and automatic winding system, small second, central second, date indication by hand, central GMT indication, 24 indication at 6 o'clock, a moon phase, and a flyback chronograph with 60 hours power reserve. But it's not only the technical options that we offer to our clients. It's also the special design and decoration options that we offer now to our clients. For example, skeleton versions, colors, classical Geneva stripes, and so on. The latest shot is really the colors. We have a client now that bought movements in blue and then also a demand in green. And in the near future, we will work on other colors too. Now I have a movie for you that explains you better how the spherodrive system works and how many options are possible with the spherodrive system and the 39 caliber.
Can I ask you about something?
Sure.
Because if we are talking about spherodrive, this is... Okay, sorry. Chciałbym spytać, że mamy chwilę czasu, więc więc myślę, że jest ku temu dobra sposobność. Martin, you told that spherodrive is ETERNA solution patented by ETERNA. Okay, but I think the system is a little bit similar, or inspiration can be taken from American system of barrel solution. Is it true or not? Do you know American system?
No.
It's little bit. It's working. I think Vit, you are perfect in American system of barrel. Yes, is it similar?
Yes.
It is. It is. It is a little bit. Okay. I wanted to. And from the other hand, you told that this is perfect system. The spherodrive is something special. Yes. And from the other hand, you have two movements. One is simple standard version of barrel, and second is spherodrive. And the difference in power reserve is 3 hours only. Why? So
It's the official power reserve is 68. The technical power reserve of the spherodrive is more 71. But in the technical details, we always write a little bit less than the 71.
Okay, and what is about accuracy with spherodrive? I know that with such a system of hairspring, with a regulation, with a standard regulation, the power is important for accuracy. Yes, with your solution, with this new movement, is a standard regulation of accuracy. Yes.
It does not influence the accuracy. It does influence the power reserve.
Power reserve influence in accuracy. Okay. Czy jakieś inne pytania?
It looks like that in the beginning.
Proszę.
Okay.
On rusza i zatrzymuje się. Proszę.
Okay. So we continue with less technical stuff, and sorry about the video. So just to show you, this is our new and first super Kontiki with our chronograph, with our own movement. We do have it in blue and black, rubber and Milanese. To talk about the product, we do have 5 families: the Eternity line, Heritage line, Kontiki, new Lady Eterna from this year, and the special and limited edition. Here you can see a few watches, pair watches for him and for her, from collection 2016. The new moon phase and the heritage watch. The new Kontiki for Lady we produced this year after 30 years again with the Super Kontiki. Lady Eterna, we do have on the left a new watch from this year, and the other exists ones. And then our special and limited edition, we do have the Eterna Lady Golden Heart and the Skeleton. Both watches are limited to 160 pieces to celebrate the 160 years of this year. Then our new campaign visual, which we hopefully will see soon a little bit international, is our new Super Kontiki on the left and the Lady Kontiki Diver on the right. the same campaign for the skeleton and the Lady Golden Heart. And feel free to visit our webpage from ETERNA and ETERNA movement. Regarding the social media, also feel free to join on our page, ETERNA or ETERNA movement, and on Instagram too. Thank you, and if you do have any questions, please feel free.